we're back with you. We have an amazing guest, and I'm very happy to introduce him. I'm sure you all remember the film that created a whole ripple of a revolution in our minds, which What the Bleep Do You Know? And I remember this being, I was like, God, I'm so happy that they're making films like this today. You know, we really need that. So thank you, William, for joining us. Thank you. I know you have a new book on how to suffer. So I know that you are exploring all the tools that we need today during this pandemic. So thank you, and thank you for sharing these words. And I'm going to leave the center stage for you because I know you have a lot to share with our community today. So thank you.
Thank you, William. Thank you. We are so honored to host you. Thank you, my friend. We don't hear you.
I think you have to unmute the mic. We're getting there.
Maybe unmute the mic.
I think you have to touch on your. I think it's on your side. Yes. The team in Colombia has just told me that it's on your side. I think we're almost there. Unmute.
There is a little microphone, an icon on the left.
Yes, at the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
You just see mute and you can unmute it. Yes. Got it. Great.
You never know. I spent years programming computers. You think I'd know this stuff.
It's a new world, Will. It's a new.
I know. But first off, what I was saying is I wanted to send the thank you back to you two, because I know what it takes to do a movie, trying to get across these ideas that you're dealing with and what you go through to do it, and the heartaches and the pulling the hair out and it's not working. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, look what happened. So I know what it really takes. And so, thank you for doing that. And I just want to offer that when it comes time to get it out there, please let me know and I'll do what I can with my folks to, get it out there. So so speaking of bleep, I was thinking about what to say, and I thought about, just recently I was doing an interview for my new book, and the person said, what was the most important thing that you got from What the Bleep? And I thought for a minute, I said, we heard that after the movie came out, we got 9 emails from people saying that either they or someone they knew were about to commit suicide.
Wow.
And like one person just said, well, I'm going to do it in an hour, and just flicked on the TV. And then the movie came on. They watched the movie and then said, what was I thinking? And didn't. So 9 people told us that they didn't commit suicide because they saw the movie. So that was think about that. That was the most heartening thing that myself and the other filmmakers did. And it's so heartening because it just shows you what the importance of those lives were. That, we did all this other stuff and got all these reviews and whatnot, but the thing that stuck in all our mind was the fact that 9 people were turned from taking their own life to that. So that just shows you the importance of that. And then we started saying, well, why is that? Why did that movie, we talked about science and spirituality and all that stuff. And we realized, we asked some of them, and they said, well, I just thought I was crazy, or I thought I was alone. And I would tell my ideas and my perceptions to people, and they all thought I was crazy. They thought I was a wacko. My spiritual ideas about infinite possibilities, people would and I was so tired of being laughed at and ridiculed. And when I saw the movie, I was like, oh my God, there's other people out there that think like me. Which of course is your movie. I am not alone. That's the thing that we're all getting at. And it's important for people to realize that if you're going through something, the chances are that you're not alone. Other people are going through that too. So that's the part of connection. That's why everyone coming on this, that's why the film. So that's why you can see that there's that connection. Because once yeah, someone went through this also, or is going through it, or what I'm thinking, I'm not crazy. This is just my perception. So that was the big thing for the film. Now, moving on to the present, the way I look at it is materialism just got given its walking papers. Materialism, this whole thing, and Deepak talked about that, about the ego and how the ego has taken over society. And it is, the ego is just, it's materialistic. There is no spiritual. It's just this. And when you're just this, it's just the world is more and more and more. How can I get more? How can I acquire more? How can I have more? How can I get more accolades? More and more and more. And that worldview just got stopped in its tracks. And so now humanity, we're all kind of going like this. Oh my God, my habits have been taken away. The things I do have been taken away. My job may have been taken away. All these things. And what is this? It's a spiritual retreat. What happens when you go on a spiritual retreat? It's called a retreat because you're retreating from your normal life. And in my experience of spiritual progress, I changed the most when things are taken away and I'm forced to deal with it. So that's what we're going through. And it's particularly important right now because this is the first time in world history where the entire world is going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. So what I want to say to people is a lot of the things you may be feeling and experiencing, anxiety and whatnot, a lot of that may not even be coming from you because, again, we are one, we're all connected. And the unconsciousness of humanity, we've never been so connected because we're all facing the same unseen entity. So there's a resonance there. So we're all communicating. So that's one thing I want to tell people is that you start having these feelings. You're like, oh my God, where are they coming from? Some of it is part of the process of transmutation you're going through. Part of it is just we're all going through this together. And of course, we've seen the science fiction movies where they come from Mars and humanity all gets together and unites in order to fight that. And we kind of hope that would happen here, but we still see partisanship and all this because, again, it's a transformation. So everything is coming up to the surface, and that's one of the things coming to the surface. But the good news is, as Temple said just recently, that it's such an amazing time. And if we can use this time properly, this can catapult us into, we've been talking about the new paradigm for, decades, right? Oh, the new paradigm, blah, blah, blah. Well, this may be what finally kicks it off.
That's wonderful.
As we say in spirituality, and I see beautiful Buddhist tanka on your wall, we progress only when life is difficult.
Yes.
Yes.
We progress only in those moments. So, of course, this time, it's an amazing time to progress. And also this film and this movement that all together we create, because this is not our film, this is our film all together. And this is a perfect moment to realize how we cannot keep going on like that. Yes. How we must change our mind. We must change our mental habit. It's not possible to have someone who takes his life every 40 seconds. It is not acceptable when a child takes his life at 10 years old. It's since 10 years, Gabriela and me, we say it is not possible. So thank you so much, William, for your message. Thank you for your film. Thank you for all you do. All together, we are never alone. Thank you.
We are never alone. Thank you so much.
William, thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.